We are all in on this X-Men 97. We're about a week away from the premiere on the Disney app channel or Disney Channel. And I'm ready to go. All my chips are in. I'm hoping for a good series. I finally got some of the Wave 2 in. So we're going to be opening and unboxing these figures. And we're going to be looking at them, closer look, and see how they compare to some of the older X-Men figures that I have. The video might be a little long because I got a lot of figures to cover in this X-Men 97. So if you want to fast forward, you can skim through it. It's all good. You want to skim to your favorite character, go for it. But right now we're going to start off with these two figures that I have on the turntable. These are the only two that I have opened from the X-Men 97 series, Wave 1. I have the rest of them. I just never got around to opening them. I just have like a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff I just haven't got to, haven't opened them. I've been sitting on them for a while now. I don't even remember. I got them when they first came out, and I just opened first I opened Wolverine and then the Gambit, and then now I got like the series 2. I got Cyclops, Jean, Nightcrawler, and Magneto. I did not get the, what's his name, Executioner. I did not get that one yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm kind of holding off right now. And I did not get the Goblin Queen. I'm not really sure if I want that Goblin Queen yet. She doesn't really move me, but that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people like her. Let's look at Wolverine. You guys already know this guy. He's been out for a while. This guy is such a freaking badass, awesome figure. He comes with another unmasked head, and this figure is like a lot of fun. This is probably the best Marvel Legends Wolverine in my opinion. I just think he's just such an awesome figure. He's sweet. So we got him, and then we got
looks great.
This Gambit. I mean, this one is probably the best one too out of the recent waves. The vintage card back. That one was okay for its time, but I think this one already took over, like as far as the better looking Gambit. He has the crazy wavy poofy hair, so he looks great. I like this Gambit too a lot. So that's it for those two. We already opened those up, and we're gonna start by opening some of the newer figures, and I want to start with this one right here. So I want to start with this Magneto. Let's adjust this. So this Magneto, I got this Magneto because I like the way his face looked on this figure. Not too crazy about the suit with the big M on it. But I did also get the one from Wave 1, and I have that back here. And I've never opened this one. So got Wave 1 and Wave 2 right there. And what I'm thinking of doing is I'm probably just going to do like since he has two of the unmasked heads, I'm probably going to switch off and on with the red suit. If I want him unmasked, then that's cool, that I can switch with these two different heads. So I'm probably going to do that. Hopefully it fits. I think it should fit. I mean, they're both X-Men 97. So let me get these open, and we're going to take a look and do some head swaps. Okay, here we have both of our Magnetos fresh out of the packages. I'm not going to go over like every single figure with the articulation. We all know how it works. The double jointed legs, the double jointed elbows. Just want to give like a little opinion description of what I'm seeing and if I like it or not, and like some head swaps, and just go from there. First of all, this suit right here, not too crazy about it. The cape itself, I don't really like it. I do like the cape on the Series 1 Magneto from X-Men 97. I think that one looks well. That one looks cool. Um, this one has more like the old school look to it. This new cape, I don't know. I don't really care for it, to tell you the truth. Another thing that I don't really care for on this new Magneto is these arm sleeves. I just think they look kind of, I don't know, they look kind of weird. I don't like them. Um, the old Magneto, this one right here is way better in my opinion. Um, but let's do like a head swap on it and go from there. Let's pop that off real quick. And one thing that I did want to say is I do like the shading on this Magneto, this helmet. It looks good. So yeah, I've had this Magneto in the blister for a while, so I was looking forward to opening it. But it looks good. Let's put this on here and see how it looks. Very nice. It does fit. So that is very cool. I'm glad that they did not make the ball pegs, the ball the ball pegs. I'm glad that they didn't make them different sizes. So another thing though with this figure, I'm having a heck of a time standing him up. So I don't know if that's how they all are, or if mine's tweaked on the legs, or what's going on. But he keeps kind of, I got to bend him forward. Okay. I think he should be good right there. Okay, now let's go back to this Magneto, the new one. So that's what he looks like. This face sculpt, I think it looks okay. It's not bad. I've seen worse. But as far as like look wise, I definitely like this look right here. This looks sweet. I like this look a lot. I'm probably gonna do some photos with him with this head, and then I'll alternate it with this helmeted head. So yeah, so the new one did come with these open hands. And you know what? That's another thing. I wonder how it looks on here, because they are purple, so they should match. Let's see how it looks. So you can actually put like the other hands on here, and it looks great. It doesn't look bad at all. And it does match. It looks like he has purple gloves. So check that out. What do you guys think? The color looks, it doesn't look too far off. I mean, maybe a little bit it does. Yeah, it does look a little off, but it doesn't look bad, to tell you the truth. So yeah, he looks okay like that. Not bad. Okay, so now that we got Magneto out of the way, I want to open another one. Let's get Magneto over here. And let's go ahead and let's open up, let's go with Cyclops. So we're going to open this one up next. Let me move this out of the way. You take a look at the figure inside the blister. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention is these blister cards, these card backs, they're like really nice. They're thick. They're like really nice cardstock. I like the thickness of them. So for those who are you know collectors, like they don't like to open their packages or whatever, these are very nice cards, and yeah, they look great. Okay, let's open up Cyclops. All right, here we have Cyclops out of the package, and he doesn't look bad, but I do prefer his other head sculpt. The other one looks nicer. And another thing that I like is that it comes with this effect where you could plug it into his visor. So this I do like. This is a nice touch. And I'm trying to think, which way does it go? Does it go which way? This way? I think that's how it goes, like that. This one has like ridges on this side. So I think you want to see the ridges, the detail, as he's shooting these optic blasts. But I do like this. This one looks better than this guy right here. This head sculpt. This one looks kind of, I don't know. I just don't really care for it. I mean, it looks okay, but it looks kind of, I don't know. He looks kind of like a jerk, to tell you the truth. I don't know. Something about this one. I don't know. It's weird looking to me. To the side, it doesn't look bad. It looks okay. Yeah, the other one's my favorite. We're going to pop that one on in a bit. Let me show you his hands he came with. So we already seen this one from the prior Cyclops, where he's blasting or talking into the microphone here, his X. He does have a fist. Two fists, actually. And let's take this head off because I'm tired of looking at it. And let's put on the other one. Oh yeah, much better. That looks so much better. Very nice. And I did take out my other Cyclops, this one. This is the VHS one. And this one is still my favorite one. Even though it has the cell shading on it, this one is still my favorite Cyclops. And the bodies on both of these, they're the same thing. So Hasbro is definitely cashing in on something that they should have did. They should have gave us this head with this guy included with these optic blasts. So they don't give us the complete deal. That way they can keep reissuing figures. They just make like a head sculpt and then the same body. So that kind of blows, to tell you the truth, because we're spending like extra money. I mean, we don't have to, but I don't know. It's just this one has cell shading. I could take it off, but I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess up the paint. So I'm gonna take this hat off and put it on here and see if it fits that ball peg. And yes, it does. So check that out. It does fit the new body. So that's cool. So if you don't want to go with the cell shaded body, now you have the new body, and you could use the old sculpt, and then you could swap it with this one too. I will say that the visor on this one is a little more lighter. If you look at it, it has a more lighter color. And on this one, it's more yellow. This actually matches his visor on the old VHS Cyclops. Well, he's not old, but the one that we got before this one. So this one actually matches better to this body. This one, the plastic, definitely it doesn't match. It's like a little off, like color wise. So I don't know if you're picking that up. Let me get this in closer. So you see the yellows? Yeah. So this one doesn't match either of the bodies, the color here on the visor. But I do like that this one fits on the other body. So that is cool. I mean, it's the same body. Why wouldn't it? But going back to the Cyclops, the new one, he's okay. He's not bad. He's not my favorite. The cell shaded one is definitely my favorite. And now that you can switch the head, well, you got a complete Cyclops here now. I mean, you don't have to worry about messing with the paint or anything. Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. It's not bad. So now let's open up another one. All right, here we got Nightcrawler, Kurt Warner. And this figure, I like it a lot. I think it looks great. I like that it is pinless in the arms and in the legs. So that's always a plus. Definitely upgraded from the prior Nightcrawler. And on this one, his tail is a little lighter in color, and so is his face. And you see there's like a nice wash in his hair, and there's also a nice shadowing around the forehead and eyes. So that's a nice touch for this Nightcrawler. And then he came with this head also. And I think it looks good. I like this one. This one so far is probably my favorite one so far out of the new ones that I've opened. And then he does come with these two hands with the 3 fingers. And I do have the old school Nightcrawler, which is also a great figure. It's a little outdated now because he does have the pins on his arms and on the legs. So it's a nice touch that we got to upgrade for the Nightcrawler. The head sculpt on this one still looks great. He came with some other ones. Not going to dig them out. This is the one that I have right now on this guy. So I want to swap heads and see if they fit this other torso. Yes, and it does fit. So the new body does fit like the or the old head sculpt fits the new body. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. So we got more heads now to swap out with the new body, and we can retire this body or we can keep it, you know, like in another shelf or whatever. Yeah, I like that new Nightcrawler body. It's nice. And then you see this tail. I don't know if you could tell, it's a little darker than the new one. And then let's put his the other new head that he came with. I think it was it this one? I think it was, I don't remember which one I took off now. Shit. We'll put them both on right now just so you can see how he looks with them. Yeah, this Nightcrawler is pretty awesome. Totally dig it. Pretty sweet figure. And there's the other one. Mr. Kurt Warner. Is that his name? Kurt Warner? Or am I thinking of the football player? I don't remember. Okay, so Nightcrawler, he looks pretty sweet. I like this figure. Let me fix my camera. So there you got the new Nightcrawler. There's the old versus the new. Okay, what should we open next? So here's the new Jean Grey in the package. We're going to pop her open. We're going to take a look at her. We're going to compare her to the triangle, the love triangle Jean Grey that I have. So yeah, let's open her. Here is Jean Grey. And I can tell you right now, just taking her out of the package, what I do like about this figure is, again, she's pinless. And not only that, the elbows, they're double jointed, so you have some more bend now, and she can actually touch like her head, like for her telepathic powers. So I do like that. I noticed one thing though, when I did take her out, she seems like a smaller body sculpt than the 3-pack of the Love Triangle Jean. And the color wise, the color looks about the same. The belt on the other Jean to me looks better. The legs, like the patterns on the legs, I think look better on the this Jean right here. See, they stick out more on this one. It's just kind of like outlined. The hair itself is, I guess it's more off of the animated series, because if you look at this old school Jean right here, while she's old school now, if you look at that one, her hair is more like a darker, like a burgundy, I would say, maybe, or like a cherry brown color. This one's a little, comes off as a little more like an orange color, more like a light. And then the same deal with this one. And I will say that this new Jean Grey, she's a beautiful figure. I mean, the face, the head sculpts look nice on it, on both of them. So it doesn't look bad. It looks nice. Does it look nicer than this one? I don't know. I really can't. It's definitely smaller. Her face and her head look smaller on the new one. So let me see. Let me put her next to this one. What do you guys think? Yeah, the Love Triangle Jean definitely is a bigger sculpt. She's more curvy. The new Jean seems like a smaller body, not as curvy. But I guess the size of the body matches the head, so that's why her head is smaller. Because she'd probably look weird with a bigger head with the small body. So I guess it's okay. It doesn't look bad. It's a nice action figure. It looks cool. The arms, the blue here compared to the blue here, I will probably go with the new one. It looks better on the new one. Only because this one, it kind of gets in the way of her hands. I'm trying to see what other differences I see. Oh, like I said earlier, the belt. The belt looks better on the old school Jean, I think. That one looks nicer than the new one. And also on the old one, it moves around. On the new Jean, it's just sculpted on the waist. So yeah, definitely. I still have to go with the Jean Grey from the 3-pack. I still think she's better than the new Jean. She's just, if she were to get done again, like with no pins and just fix up the arms, but with the same body, and maybe like, I don't know, maybe they could do another head sculpt, like another 2 or something, or even do like a streetwear Jean, like um, when she went in the sewers and they were fighting the Morlocks. I think that would be cool too. Yeah, I don't want to stay too long on this figure because I gotta get to the other figures. But yes, let's put this head on her and see how she looks with this one real quick. And there she is with the other head she came with. She looks nice. She doesn't look bad. I'm just used to seeing this one right here. They're both nice figures, but this one is definitely the old one is better body mold, I think, like altogether. They're both nice though. I like both of them, to tell you the truth. Okay, so we got Jean open. We got Cyclops open, Magneto, and Nightcrawler. I'm going to open these 3 back here. All right, I opened the new Storm. And I'm going to say I'm a little surprised that I like the Mohawk Storm. She's pretty cool looking, like as far as like the way her face looks. The one thing I don't like about it is the elbows. They're single jointed. I feel like all these should be double jointed by now. Especially the Jean. I just showed the Jean and she's double jointed in the elbows. So why wasn't the Storm double jointed? So that's kind of a bummer. Um, yeah, she does not have double jointed elbows. So you just get the single joint, and that's it. And as far as like her legs and stuff, the Mohawk Storm, I do like the legs better on this one, and the paint also is better. It's like a more white color, and this one is more like a dirty like white color. So I do like the color on the new Storm from the 97. But basically everything is, other than the leg is different. Like on this side, actually, no, I take that back. Both legs are different than this one. This one I always had like kind of an issue with the way it stands. This one seems like it's longer on one side or something, or I don't know if that's just the way they made her, so she has that kind of pose. But other than the legs, like the torso and these shoulder pieces, they're the same. The cape is the same. It's just painted different. Actually, is it painted different? No, they're the same. They're little. No, they're the same. Just the yellow's a little brighter on this one. So she looks okay. I mean, this one is definitely an upgrade from this one as far as the legs go, but they didn't do the arms, so that's kind of dumb. Like, why wouldn't you do the arms? Yeah, it does. It's like I said, it's totally the same. The mold is the same, like the torso. But you know what? This one feels like a little loose, like the head. So maybe that ball on there on the neck is a little smaller. Or did it go in? Yeah, it went in already. So it is a little loose. So there she is with the new legs with the old style head. Yeah, you can interchange these, no problem. And she did come with 2 hands. So let's take this off. And let's put her mohawk head back on. Yeah, this one fits a lot better, a lot more snug. Actually, you know what? This one, it's not as loose as the other one. It feels not as tight as it should be, but it's okay. Okay, so that's it for the Storm. Let's do Bishop and Rogue, and then that'll be it. Scratch 3 Rebels. Okay, this new Bishop, surprisingly, I think he's freaking badass. I like it. I didn't know if I was gonna like it because of the short hair. But he's pretty sweet looking. The only thing different about him is the short hair and the color on him. He's a little more bright yellow as opposed to the other one. It's more like a orangey, like a light orange, borderline yellow maybe. Um, and then another thing that I like about him is he's pinless. So he has pinless legs, pinless elbows, and he's double jointed. The other one was double jointed too, but you see the pins. So he came with these 2 hands. Take a look at him closer. They did a really nice job with this scar. I like the way it looks. This one looks pretty clean. I'm surprised. I didn't think I was going to like it for some reason. And then like his arms. He's been working on his triceps because his triceps look freaking pretty buff on this one, on the new one. I mean, they look pretty buff on the old one too, but the new one, he looks, check that out, man. He's been doing some tries. He's been doing some push-ups. Yeah, I like the new Bishop. He's pretty sweet. Let me pop this head off and we're going to put it on that one and see how it looks. So it does fit. The old head fits on the new body. So it doesn't look bad. I like that you can interchange the long-haired Bishop and then you got the new one right here. The skin tone, he might be a little darker on the mullet haircut one, but definitely he looks pretty sweet like this too. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I dig this Bishop. Okay, let's open up the last one, Rogue. Here are the 2 Rogues. And surprisingly, the new Rogue, I think she looks good. Is she better than the retro Rogue? No. But she is nice looking. She's not bad looking. Let's take a little look at her up close here. The face doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks different. It looks more like, from what I've seen, it looks like the drawing of the cartoon that's coming out, X-Men 97. It makes sense, right? As far as the body looks the same. It's just painted. This one's a little more like a lighter green. She has a green jacket. The X is different on the arm, and she does not have the ribbon that we were accustomed to seeing on the animated series back in the day. The face, what do you guys think? I still think that this one is the better Rogue. The face looks better. The body, like the proportions, she's more curvy. She has more on top for sure. They both look good. I mean, oh, up here, this bandana, or yeah, this is like a black color, this headband. And then this one over here is green. I like this one, the way it kind of sticks out of her hair and stuff. A little more detail on that. This one's just, you see underneath like a little painted black, but it doesn't look bad. Yeah, this one's better. The face on this one is better. The lips are better. This one, her lips are smaller. This one, they're more plump, more red. But nonetheless, this is a nice figure too, this new Rogue. Pleasantly surprised by it. One thing that I do want to mention on this Rogue is that, come on, stand, damn it. One thing that I want to mention on this Rogue is, you piece of shit. Okay. Let's move this out of the way and let's just stand her up, because she's just going to keep falling over, and then I'm going to get pissed off and I'm going to start throwing all these figures all over the place. Not really, guys. But yeah, it will piss me off if it keeps falling. Okay, so another thing I wanted to point out on this one is the belt. The belt is a little different than this one. I like this belt better still on this figure. And the other thing that I wanted to mention before I was rudely interrupted and she kept falling was they keep giving us the same hands. I wish they would give us something different with some of these figures. Yeah, but she looks good, and then she doesn't have the loose rings on the legs like on this one. I mean, they stay put, but they're just more they're a little loose. This one, they're just sculpted on, painted on. But yeah, that is the X-Men 97 wave. Damn, I feel like she's gonna fall again. Let's zoom out here. That's my X-Men 97 wave that I have so far. Can't see Nightcrawler. Let's put her over here. There's Nightcrawler. Okay. Yeah. So moving forward, I guess we're gonna see from the cartoon what figures are coming out, and then I'm sure they'll release more of these X-Men 97 action figures. As a whole, like what you see in front of you, I like, for the most part, I like these figures. They look nice together. It's another new shelf that I'm gonna do of just the X-Men 97. I have all my other old school X-Men with their team, so I'll probably mix and match them. It doesn't necessarily have to be like this, but that's getting off topic. Anyway, X-Men 97 in a week on the 20th, I believe. I'm gonna be watching. I hope it's a good show. That's gonna do it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it wasn't too long. If it was, then go ahead and go forth and multiply. That's going to do it for the review. You guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.